So, the thing is, there's something called tend and befriend. And with the tend and befriend, you know how when you're going through something and you'll call your sister friend or maybe your sister, and you're like, girl, let me tell you. And just the act of listening and bouncing ideas and knowing that you can receive that virtual or that audio hug, it makes all the difference. Well, there's some science behind that. And let me tell you about this science. First of all, you get a hit of oxytocin. So that oxytocin is that feel good kind of neurochemical. And what it actually does is it helps mitigate that cortisol spike. That cortisol spike happens when it's like the oh my God or the oh ish. The oh ish factor. And what the oxytocin does is it actually activates the antithesis to the stress response with the sympathetic nervous system, but it activates the parasympathetic nervous system that rests and that digests. So that's what that tend and befriend does. Also, what oxytocin does, I told you it counteracts the cortisol spike, but it also helps with mitigating some of those symptoms. So when that cortisol spike is mitigated, when the parasympathetic nervous system that rest and digest is activated, then that helps lower your heart rate. That helps lower your blood pressure. Now, you know when people say, "Oh my goodness, you got my pressure up," when crazy things are happening, stressful situations, challenging situations, traumatic situations are happening. That's a real thing. That's a real thing, having your pressure up, because what happens? What happens is that the vessels actually vasoconstrict, meaning, let's say it's like this, and the blood is going through, and actually what happens is it constricts, so less blood is going through, and your pressure does go up. All right.